So I shaved and I look fucking weird. But anyways, let's get right into Atlanta and what the hell can we expect. Let's talk about Socks. As you read from the title, this is my thoughts, my theory on what's happening with Socks because he's pretty weird, right? And I feel like he is a little bit more sinister than we're being led on to believe. So pretty much Socks came to be in the group after the billionaire's house where they were pretty much going around just going through different scenarios, and Darius was actually the one who came across with Socks after Socks was sort of being a white savior of sorts complex that he had when he was trying to say that MK, the girl that Darius was talking to, was actually being racist. And then he pretty much made a whole different story in order to make him feel like he was sort of like protecting Darius and being like this sort of like person that's saving him of sorts. So pretty much that's I think what they were saying in that episode with the whole thing with Darius not even being able to speak on the issue itself or say what exactly was the problem with it and all of that. It was actually hijacked, taken by the white people around him and pretty much made something that it wasn't, and they made it all about themselves being the higher person of sorts. And it's always about that superiority among other white people and being somebody who is like supposedly caring about the issues, but they're really just doing it for a superiority amongst other white people. And that's what Socks was doing in that scene. So fast forward to latest episode, the episode with Al's phone where it pretty much goes missing and they're wondering who took it, and they go through a whole interrogation with a kid that didn't even have any, well, he wasn't a kid by the end of it, as we found out, which I thought was hilarious that he was actually like 30 something, but the person thought he was like 19, 18. So I thought that was pretty hilarious, how that happened there. And also with Ern having to go and check on the Make-A-Wish kid and all of that was just like, what? But anyways, turns out that Socks actually had the phone the whole time. As we see in the final scene, he takes out of his pocket and just dumps it like nothing. So why exactly did he take this phone? So in my ending explain for that video, I pretty much said that he was trying to create some sort of illusion and sort of make some rapport with the new gang he had, his new friends as he wants to call them, and sort of be this person that's there for them and all of this, sort of show that he's going to put himself out there for them and be performative. I think that Socks was very much so a performative person in the latest episode, which I think goes to say about performative activists that we see a lot today that are out there supposedly rooting for all of these causes, but at the end of the day, it's just words in the air and you don't really see much action be done. I think that that's something that Socks is doing here. He's sort of trying to be this performative like friend and trying to fit in even more with them and sort of get more in them as well. And I think that by the end of it, he's pretty much going to ruin them. So I think that Socks, one or two things. Either he was going to try and plant the phone on the guy, but of course we know he never got a chance to go into the room. Or I think that he's just very much so messing up their career in order to have them come to a lower status than what they are right now, maybe closer to a status that he's in, and sort of make himself feel more of the superior, that he can run and ruin their lives if he wants to. I think he wants to feel that deep down. I think at the end of the day, Socks is just a racist who just wants to feel more superior to Ern, Paperboy, and Darius. And I think that it kind of irks him that there's sort of like these people who are more on top of him than he is at this lower level, due to Paperboy's success and all of that. I think that's something that's really bothering him. If that theory is correct, I think that there could also be the theory that maybe he isn't entirely being racist knowing he's racist. I think subconsciously he is being racist and he's sort of like trying to be this like white savior, as I said, like he was at the party with Darius during that whole MK situation. And he's trying to sort of make himself feel like this person that's very important and that Ern, Darius, and Al want to keep around because they just see the importance of him. And he wants to show off to other white people that, hey, look, I'm hanging out with them and I'm very much so open and all of this and like woke, you know. So at the end of the day, both scenarios are bad, and I think that Sock's intentions aren't really all that aligned with being an actual friend as he claims to be. I think he is using them for clout and doing anything it takes to get that. So as I said, I think in the next couple of episodes we're going to see just exactly how far will Socks take it. It started with the phone. Where else is it going to lead into? I think this whole season really has shown about this sort of like white guilt, white savior complex mentality that we see a lot of. And I think that it's going to continue to show it in the next episode. If you've seen the teaser, the trailer for it, you see that the next episode's really going to deal a lot more with fashion as well as Van being back. As I said, I do want to see more of Van. We did, and we haven't really seen much. We're halfway through the season, so I'm hoping we're going to see more of that side of the show. So we'll see what happens with that. But anyways, those are my thoughts, my opinions on Socks. As I said, I don't think. So let's come back and put it together. I think he's racist. Deep down, he's racist. Either he, as I said, is trying to sort of make Earn and Darius and Paperboy lose their status as who they are and make them like the butt of a joke and all of that, or he is trying to win them over and gain clout from them so he can show off to other white people that he is a more superior white person. It's pretty much my idea, my thoughts on what's going on with Socks and why he's kind of weird about things and what he's actually doing, especially after that cell phone episode. It really started to click with me that this guy's trouble. So I'm very, very nervous for what comes next if they keep sticking around with him. But let me know your thoughts and opinions. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. Tomorrow I will try to have the video out as soon as the episode's over. I definitely don't want to get it out days later anymore, so definitely will try my best for that. If you haven't already checked out my other videos, check them out. I talked about the latest Shudder horror film that's coming out. It's kind of crazy. So if you're squeamish, definitely don't check it out. We also talk about all other shows that you love from. We also have Barry coming out this weekend as well. I will be starting a new series as well where I'm going to go and watch a list of movies. I'll talk more about that tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. I also released the first episode of my podcast today. You can definitely check it out. I'll leave a link below so you can go and check that podcast out. I'm going to be doing 2 or 3 a week of the podcast, basically just talking about movie news, movie stuff I see that I find interesting and just want to share and discuss with everybody. So a ton of stuff coming to the channel. Stay tuned for it all. You can follow me on my social medias, which should pop up here or by the end of it. And yes, I look weird without my beard. I just can't, like, every time I look at myself, I'm just like, that looks weird. But anyways, as always, if you haven't already subscribe. On the road to 21,000 subscribers, less than 500 away. We're going to do a giveaway at 25,000 subscribers, so stay tuned. Make sure that notification bell is turned on. Let me know your theories on Atlanta down below, and check out all the other ending explains I did in Atlanta already. But as always, I'll see all of you next time. Stay safe, stay positive.